Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. I'm Daniel, one of the hosts on the Reasons I'm Broke podcast, found right here on YouTube every single week. And we're actually going to go with the mill deck that a lot of you really enjoyed, mainly due to the reactions that a lot of the opponents have to it. Doesn't win a whole lot, but it is a fun deck. First opponent is Juice Sepet, who uses Grass, Psychic, and Electric types. So let's see if we can start off with a win here. Looks like they will not go first. Alright, and we do start off with a Bunnelby and an Unknown on our bench. Looks like we will go first, so let's go ahead and level ball with another Bunnelby that's coming out. We'll discard the Unknown for another energy. And that will end our turn, it looks like. Looks like they started off with an Unknown. And let's see if they can get some more Pokemon on the bench. Otherwise, next turn we will be able to start discarding some cards. I've got a Team Flare Grunt, just in case, to see what else they have in store. We've got a Revive for when one of our Bunnelbys eventually go. We've got a Lysander, which is always great to have. And then, of course, the Shaman EX for the setup. Battle Compressor, so this looks to be a Night March deck. So we'll see if they end up putting down a Joltik. Or even Punkaboo. So did they end up using two? Let's see what they discarded. Yep, there we go. So Night March, so they got rid of 3 Lampents already. And it looks like they will probably get rid of 3 more Night March. So it's going to give them a one-hit KO for every single one of their turns. Yep, there's some more. So their other 3, we got 2 Punkaboos and the Lampent. They're going to Birch, which brings down their deck to 40. Let's see here. It's going to bring it down to under 30. 39 right there. Another Battle Compressor that they're going to go with. So let's see. I'm still thinking it's going to be a Joltik that comes out, but I'm not entirely sure. They'll get that Professor Birch right back. Brings them down to 36 cards on their deck, and they're going to do 10 damage to Bunnelby. We'll take it. Alright, so let's go ahead and feed this Bunnelby first. I do like the Professor Birch, but I'm going to hang on to it. So let's go ahead and put down Shaman and draw up 2 more cards. And we could get rid of that energy, but I'm going to hold off. Let's just discard some of the cards in their deck. That's a Dimension Valley that's gone, and a Versus Seeker. So they'll be using another Professor Birch here in a minute. Here's a Trainer's Mail, which I will probably start putting in my deck very soon. Because the more I see it now, the more I can sort of see why it's useful. For any Brokettes that don't know, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a trainer card you find there, except for Trainer's Mail, and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So it's almost like an Unknown before, like a trainer, because you can get rid of that and in place pull up another trainer. And the way with these decks, the way they're set up, is with lesser Pokemon and more trainers, lots of supporters, lots of items, that kind of thing. So your chances of actually pulling up another trainer are pretty good. So they're going to draw up 4 more cards. There we go, they ended up getting a Combee. So it looks like not a Joltik deck, it will be a Vespiquen deck. They're going to do 10 damage to Bunnelby. And let's see what we can do at this point. I've got the Enhanced Hammer, which I will probably use and get rid of that double colorless on it. And I can save the Team Flare Grunt, I'll save the Revive. Get rid of 2 more cards. We got rid of an Unknown and the Acro Bike. So they do have some Joltiks in this deck. There's the Retreat, and we should see an evolution here in a second. With the level ball, yep. That should be able to get that for them. Vespiquen. So the Be Revenge does 150 damage because it does 10 damage for each Pokemon in the discard pile. Alright, so now we're going to have to get rid of some of the... We'll get rid of that energy card that they have down on it. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit. I'm going to save the Versus Seeker and let's go ahead and borrow some more. Get rid of 2 more cards. We got rid of another Vespiquen and a Professor Birch. So there's the Sycamore. They're going to draw 7 more, and they got another double colorless energy. They're going to knock out our Bunnelby. So let's go ahead and use the Revive, get the Bunnelby right back. We'll feed that same Bunnelby. We'll get the Team Flare Grunt as well. We'll get rid of that energy, so they shouldn't have that many left, and we'll end our turn. They've got another double colorless energy, so that should be their fourth one and their last one. They're going to knock out our Bunnelby with the Lysander and the Muscle Band, so that's going to do 190 damage onto the Bunnelby. We're down to just the Shaman. Let's see what we'll do. Let's go ahead and escape rope, forcing them to retreat. And we'll have to do a Professor Birch and try to get some more Pokemon on our bench instead of just a Shaman. So there we go. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of that energy on the Vespi Queen, and it works. And let's revive up into another Bunnelby. And we'll have to end our turn there. There's a Sycamore, so that's going to get them 7 more cards. They're down to 0. It looks like we actually might pull this off. There's a Muscle Band. Let's find out. Yeah, I think we got this. There's the victory. So they're down to 0 cards. We ended up winning. And we held off just long enough, thankfully, because of the Enhanced Hammer that we had and Team Flare Grounds as well. So there we go, 5 coins and 13 as well. So let's jump into another match, but first it is going to get us a little bit closer to the next reward, and we actually got there. Let's see what it is. Looks like, if I remember, it's the Yveltal. Yep, there it is. Very popular card, very good in dark decks. Always gives us trouble when we play the Gengar. Jump right back in. We're up to 509 coins. We've got 14 tournament tickets. Next opponent is Plugna, who uses fire types. So we are going to struggle with fire types a little bit because of the Fiery Torch, which lets them get energies right back. So what do we have here? We've got a Crushing Hammer, we've got a Bunnelby, we've got an Unknown, we've got an Energy, Level Ball. And yes, we'll draw an extra card, and that will be their turn. So they put out a Charizard EX. So they shouldn't be able to do any damage to us right away, which gives us plenty of time to start discarding cards from their deck. So there it is. They can't attack this first turn. Oh, they're going to take that back, it looks like. And add a double colorless energy instead. So let's hope we can get rid of it. Let's put down the Unknowns. Let's go ahead and discard the top card of their deck with the Trick Shovel, which ends up being an Ultra Ball. We'll get the Level Ball, get another Bunnelby down. There it is. We'll add the Lucky Helmet onto Bunnelby. Let's go for the Crushing Hammer and hope it works. And it does. So we got rid of the double colorless energy. We'll get rid of the 2 Unknowns. We get another Crushing Hammer out of it and a Team Flare Grunt. Let's go ahead and start discarding cards right there. So we ended up getting rid of another Stadium card, which would not have been a big deal, but that Fiery Torch is huge. Discarded a Fire Energy card from your hand and draw 2 cards. That Blacksmith, that's exactly what I was talking about right there. Lets them attach more than 1 energy per turn, essentially. So there's 2 that are going to go on Charizard now. And they're going to... Yep, they're going to get 3 basic energy cards. And they're all going to go on to Charizard. So here's where we got to get our own cards. Let's get some energies. We'll feed the Bunnelby here. And we'll have to escape rope, so let's force them to pull out a different Pokemon. There it is. And we can hold on to the Crushing Hammer. We'll find out who they end up try to see who they pull up. So we're going to discard an Energy Retrieval and a Blacksmith, which is awesome. Brings them down to 30 cards. So there's a Team Flare Grunt of their own. In the meantime, if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the Reasons I'm Broke logo at the top right-hand corner of the screen. That will get you notifications, or it'll get you the podcast that we put up every single week, as well as the future Pokemon Let's Play videos. Every now and again we do unboxings relating to comics, movies, TV, video games, and more, and the podcast we put up every Sunday at noon, Eastern Time. So they're going to get another Blacksmith, so that's going to get them way more energies, and right now it's not looking too good. So let's go ahead and try to discard one of their energies here. And it works. We'll get rid of that one on the Delphox. We'll feed the Bunnelby. And we'll save that energy retrieval for now. We'll get rid of their Lysander and an Ultra Ball. Bring them down to 22 cards. And they're going to feed the Delphox again. There's a Blacksmith right there, which will allow them to retreat over to the Charizard if they want to discard 2 energies. Let's see if they go for it. Nope, instead they're going to do 110 damage onto the Bunnelby. We got 1 left. We do have an escape rope. So either way, we're not in a good position here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They need 3 for that one. Well, all we can do is let's go ahead and discard their energy, which we did. Hopefully they don't have another one, but I think that might be game, Brokettes. Just because we don't have any other basics. We don't have a revive that we drew up, and all they need is 1 energy. There, they got it with the Blacksmith. And that'll be game. 130 onto the Bunnelby. We're out of basics, and our first defeat. Do want to remind all the viewers out there that at the very end we do open up some booster packs, and I've got some Ancient Origins boosters. We'll be opening up 3 of them today. We've got the next opponent who is Kaios and uses fighting types. Could be pronounced Kios. Alright, let's see. They're yeah, looks like they're going to go first. We do start off with the Bunnelby. We've got a Headringer. That's awesome. Put that right on the Lucario. Hopefully they don't put down a Muscle Band right away. There's a Trainer's Mail, so they're digging through their deck. Alright. So we do have a weakness against these types. Let's go ahead and put the Headringer on the Lucario, so that'll prevent a Muscle Band. Let's get another Bunnelby in the meantime. We'll feed the one active one out there. We'll get some more energies from our deck. Alright, and try to discard that energy and slow him down a little bit, which does end up working. Awesome. So let's start to discard. We got rid of Fighting Energy and a Muscle Band. So we do have the Lysander just in case. I'm trying to see here. The Missile Jab does 30 damage, so they shouldn't be able to do too much right away. They're going to get 2 more Lucario EXs. And they're going to feed the one they currently have. And that should end their turn. See if they have any item cards to play. They're going to take that right back, it looks like. And feed a different Pokemon instead, and they're going to switch. Very smart move. Now they can do 30 damage onto 60 damage because of the weakness. Alright, so now we're actually going to drag out the other Lucario. And let's start to dig again. Got rid of a potion and an energy card. So we might have bought ourselves 1 turn. Nope, that's it. That's another game. Right there, due to weakness, it does do double damage, and unfortunately we are weak to fighting types, so that will be another defeat for us. Alright, let's see if we can jump into... Yeah, we should have time for 1 more match here. Depends on how quickly this one goes. Next one is Aladdin 15, who uses water, and I think that was colorless type. I kind of missed it there. So we will not go first. It's kind of weird that we didn't see the wheel at the very end of that last match. I don't know if they're going to give us the bonuses later on. Or if we just missed out. Who knows. And they've got a Lugia EX. They've also got a Blastoise EX that they put out there. Look at them. They're setting up really quickly. Alright, that's our turn. Let's go ahead and use the Trick Shovel and see what we discard here. A Swallow, we'll put down the... I'm sorry, Swallow. We've got... I do want to try to get some more basics, so let's go ahead and use the Crushing Hammer for now. It does work. Slow down the Lugia a little bit. And let's play a Professor Birch. And that works. There we go. Let's get some more basics out here. Put down the Bunnelby. We'll save the Versus Seeker and start discarding. We got rid of a Talo and a Tierno. There's a Muscle Band right there. And they're going to play a Birch themselves. And they will get a tail, so they'll only draw 4. And there's the Rough Seas Stadium card, which we don't do any damage to it, so it's not really affecting us too much. Let's go ahead and draw up 3. We've got a Revive. And that's basically all I can do right now. I don't think we... Yeah, we might be knocked out next turn, but... So let's do one more attack. We'll discard another energy and the Pokemon Center Lady. Oh, looks like that is it. They don't have any other energies. Alright, so let's go ahead and I might actually Birch again. Let's go ahead and save it just in case we get a Team Flare drawn out there. I could use the Tierno. So let's go ahead and Versus Seeker, get the Tierno. We'll draw up 3 because I do need some energies. We do get another Trick Shovel. Get rid of their Lysander. Use up the Level Ball, and let's go ahead and try to draw up. So let's go ahead and get an Unknown. And we end up getting a Crushing Hammer. Let's see if it works. And it does not this time. I think we've done all that we can. So let's dig some more. We got rid of another Water Energy and another one. Awesome. It looks like that's exactly what they needed. So let's hope that the third one was ends up being a excuse me, ends up being a double colorless energy, which does knock out our Bunnelby. We draw up 3 because of the helmet. So let's go ahead. At this point, let's revive, get that Bunnelby right back. I do have this Head Ringer, which I could put on the... I'm kind of tempted to put it on the Blastoise. So here's what we're going to do, Brocats. We're going to Lysander up the Shaman EX, put the Head Ringer on it. We are going to get rid of the double colorless energy on the Lugia, save the Revive, and start digging again. We got rid of another one of their Shamans and a Versus Seeker. So if they do want to retreat, yes, that is 1 energy, but let's see what we end up getting. We still have the Escape Rope also, which could work out in our favor. It does work, so they get rid of our energy, but we do have now 2 energies in our discard pile, so I feel good using the energy retrieval. Let's go ahead and get rid of their other double colorless energy right there. We'll attach the Lucky Helmet here. There's the energy retrieval, so we get 2 right back, and they end up conceding the match. I think once they saw that the energy retrieval was gone, that was or the double colorless energy, that was probably their last one, so they figured that's basically it. All right, I think we can do one more. Push my luck here and try to end on a win. All right, next opponent uses Fighting type, so it's not very good. Bunnelbys will suffer. We'll let them go first, and let's see if we can pull something off here. Ooh, Halucha. All right, there's a Trainer's Mail. Let's see what they end up getting. I'm assuming a Muscle Band. Nope, Versus Seeker. All right. And they will Karina to search for a Lucario EX. Ooh. And that Muscle Band. It's going to be a one-hit knockout every single turn. Unfortunately, normally we are able to slow him down a little bit, but we really can't do that with Lucario because it only needs 1 energy to be able to attack. So I think I'm not really buying myself time here. At least not for a win, because it's going to be tough to win this one. We'll try to use the Crushing Hammer on the Lucario. It does not work. Let's get another Bunnelby and an Unknown. Put them both down. We'll get rid of that. There's an energy. Exactly what we needed to start discarding. And we got rid of a Pokemon Center Lady and a Fighting Energy. That's all I can really hope for, is just getting rid of their energy, because the Fighting type Pokemon aren't really ones to go digging through the discard pile to get energies. But unfortunately, they don't require a lot of energies to attack. And on top of that, we are weak against them, as we saw earlier about 2 games ago, when we went up against the exact same card. And with the muscle band and all that, it's just going to all compile. Again, thankfully I do have that escape rope, but I don't know how much that's really going to help because the Hawlucha has a free retreat cost, so they'll just choose that, retreat on back, and that will do it for them. So we'll put out another Bunnelby. Let's get the other one back. We'll feed this one. We'll try to go for the Crushing Hammer. And it ends up working this time. And we'll put down the Shaman EX. Alright, so we'll discard that. And I guess I'll draw up 3 for now. We've got another Lucky Helmet, which we'll put down so we can draw up some more. And what was knocked out? Was it... Okay, so we got our Bunnelbys out there. Get rid of a Birch and a Lysander, which would have been bad because that Shaman EX would have been out there. So here comes another knockout. 100 damage onto Bunnelby due to weakness and the muscle band. We're going to drop 3, but... Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Professor's Letter, we do need energies. We're down to 3 in our deck. We'll feed the Bunnelby. And we'll get back the Bunnelby we just lost with the revive, thankfully. Let's go ahead and... I guess we'll drag out the Metatite there. Use the Trick Shovel. Next turn we'll be able to use Team Flare Grunt. And we'll dig some more. So we got rid of the Mega Lucario EX and the Machamp EX. There's the evolution right there with the Metacham. So they're actually going to be able to attack twice. They're going to knock out 2 Pokemon per turn now. Oh, never mind. It only does 50 and another 50. Okay, so we're okay. It's still not great. Not a great position, but... So we end up drawing up a Head Ringer. Let's go ahead and feed the Bunnelby. Let's Team Flare Grunt, get rid of at least one of their energies and see if that helps any. We discard an energy and a special energy. We're down to 28. We're down to 22. There's another energy form. So another knockout. They're down to 2 prizes. Let's see what we can do. Use the Trick Shovel. Alright, so I'm going to have to Professor Birch here. Zipping Tails, another Trick Shovel, why not? Get rid of their fighting energy. We don't have any more. We have 1 energy in our deck, and that is essentially it. So let's end our turn. They're not putting down something that I can drag out and buy any extra time with. Again, these energies are not needed. These fighting Pokemon are not expensive when it comes to using their attacks. So 50 damage, another 50. That's another knockout. Last Bunnelby. And let's, I mean, Team Flare Grunt, sure. Noob deck will always be a noob deck. That's awesome. What do I want to spawn with? Let's see. This. Oh man, not that clever. What's noob mean? Let's see if he falls for the troll. See, the ironic thing is if I had my Gengar deck, check it on the internet. It's not porn, is it? Well, that didn't go through. The Pokemon program saw porn and they're like, oh, no you don't. Alright, so hopefully that was an entertaining end for you guys. That's why you all like to see this deck, is because it does get the opponent to type stuff out. All right, collection time. Where's our booster packs? There they are. We got 18 left. Let's open up 3. Here we go. I would love to get a shiny unknown, but let's see. End up getting a Gyarados reverse holo. And a Porygon Z. Porygon Z used to actually be on my competitive deck way back in Pokemon Black and White. Alright, let's see. Competitive team, I should say. Alright, so Flareon is brand new. We've got the reverse holo Gloomy. And Gyarados. We actually don't have this reverse holo, or rather holo Gyarados. I love the artwork on it. Just absolutely gorgeous. You see the fisherman immediately like, oh, right. Now, I don't know if he's regretting catching this or if he's just like, it's time for a battle. It's got 3 retreat cost. Thrash does 100 plus. Flip a coin if heads, this attack does 30 more damage. If tails, this is 30 to itself. And the full retaliation, the attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on each of your benched magic card. So it's not the most competitive deck. I mean, it's got the ability of having 2 Pokemon tools attached to it, which could be helpful. But otherwise, just the artwork itself is absolutely gorgeous. That illustrator is Tokiya. Alright, so one more booster pack. Alright, and looks like nothing new here. And the rare card of those 3 are out this deck. This booster pack will be Entei. Alright, so pretty decent pulls. Some stuff I can use for trading on later. But I do want to remind everyone once again, head on over to nerdupmedia.com. You can check out the podcast that Kelly and I put up here every single week. You can also find links there to our social media profiles like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, pretty much everywhere you can find us. Again, that's nerdupmedia.com. Click on the Reasons I'm Broke logo, and it'll take you straight there, straight to the podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.